Alright, Yaba Adopap, a Boxing Day edition on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, of course. Like we've always been doing, consistent, best analysis. As you get it, you don't get it any better as you get it from me. I was on Fiifi-Manfred and yes, Sunday, bro. On a Boxing Day, today is a day of gifts. Boxing Day, and you're boxing, it's for gifting. So people to unbox stuff. Nema Santa de bro when you go and you unbox it. Inti so when you any gift I'm sorry. So when you any gift to be I'm very sorry. But do you know what we can do? I am dropping 3 separate Betway picks. Our description. Yes, that can be your Boxing Day. I stayed up all night with a team juggling through the data and then trying to get to the good picks out on. So what shall Fiifi-Manfred picks Ninyano? I say I just one, and some of them they are usually upset. Now, like we always do, we always want to do better until we've put up the best for you. We've put together all of those ones and then we try to make sure say we'll give you the best picks of us. So in the description of the video, there is a 20 plus odds, I think 12 odds or 11 odds, and there's also a 7 odds or 6 odds or so on them. Inti choose picks on, then a amount, then a wow, fa na kaboom, na kokucha. And make sure say at the end of the day we are successful and you're able to win on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. That's over there in terms of betting picks. Obviously, someone subscribe to the channel now. Michelle, subscribe to the channel. Not turn your notification. You're very imperative. Of course, and one maker. Very imperative. So subscribe to the channel. No turn on notification. No enjoy analysis. Of course, make sure say share link, so God bless you. So share link, so but seriously, what a year. The last time, and I make what a year, 2 years ago, make what a year. But really, what a year, to be very honest, for me, first of all, is the gift of life. And I think that one of the things that I'll encourage that you in IBN is said, so what's not in your one corner? Just look at how far God has brought you. And again, I'm not preaching, I'm a preacher man there. But one of the things that you have to understand and accept and say, meaning, ebi a won't talk na person ton. Ebi a won't see that person see no. Ebi a won't na person. Ebi a won't admission. Ebi a won't. Ebi a still there are still things. Even everybody, even the most relaxed, successful people, still have things that they have to do. But let me tell you something. Adia Barca, for me, it has been an inspiration to my life and has kept me going. Is that I don't focus on the end goal. I don't focus on me person me talker Debbie. I mean that's an example. My mama example. If I want to buy a new phone, I don't focus on phone and me person me talk. No. I focus on the progress I make towards going to buy the phone. Inti me say me to phone here 20,000 Ghana cedis. My can say okay every month they say me timidi 3,000 cedis at one. Say never me to phone at the end of the year. So first month say me timidi 3,000 at one. Then I look at it, oh, last month, 3,000, that is progress. I focus on those steps. Then the next month, oh, maybe that's 1,500 me to here at the end of the year. Then I come back again the third month, okay, maybe 3,000. Maybe 1,770 to my increasing by 2. I'm okay. See, even in this channel, even on this channel, there have been a lot of times I've posted some content. I thought that this content should blow up. Am I 20k, 15k, 16k? Then we get 2k. Then I smile. I go and look at the data. I spend the nights here on the decks. The LRC. I mean, sometimes I wish one day I'll give you guys the behind the scene. I have a little sofa or house here. Sometimes I spend the night here sitting here, going through the data, cramming through the data. No, I feel mad. Because I mean, a video I thought should give me 10k was giving me like 2k. But I look at it. Where was I 3 months ago? I was probably not getting that number. I'm getting 5k on a video today. Maybe 3 months ago, let me get 1.2k in 24 hours. But I've made progress, right? Yes, I want 20k, but I'm making progress, right? Once I've made that progress, the most important thing for me, and I focus on it. Once I make progress, it can be the smallest step. Trust me, it can be the smallest step. Everybody has targets. Even the people that die, they die with their targets. But once you make progress, keep going. Trust me. You are going to be fine. That's our little tech talk on as you enter 2020, 2025. And I have something I'll put up maybe somewhere around the 28, 29. So we will be or person who have a career in football and stuff like that. And we'll talk about that also. I want Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. But you really move because today there are matches. A lot of matches across Europe. Chelsea and Fulham, they will play. Manchester City, LFA against Everton, they will play. There is going to be the big one. I mean, I'm watching matches for her. Over the weekend matches for her. Next week matches for her. So constant, consistent matches, and we'll bring you constant, consistent analysis. I want Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. There is a video I saw from Liverpool. To be very honest, I don't think I've seen a better video anywhere since yesterday. And say you can say football means more. And you more trophies, more points, more goals, more assists. We are saying that it means more than trophies now, boys. More than goals, you know? More than assists, you know? Because the stories around football changes people's life. Now listen to almost every top legend of the game. Everybody started from literally zero. Ask yourself why even the best players who are some come mind to be more. Because the passion that drives you to play football, probably if you are comfortable, you will never be successful. Moise Caicedo in the last years was telling Chelsea how he used to play in the streets of Ecuador, in Quito. Listen to everybody. There's a young boy called Isaac at Liverpool for there was a possibility he wasn't going to come out fine. And the speech a little bit impaired, and Liverpool made it solid. I want us to watch that video. Then we'll enter the analysis, Chelsea in Fulham, tactical analysis proper. Then we'll talk about the game. Other matches also. I say, video near my say.
One who is a big Liverpool fan, and he loves to play the guitar.
Wobble! Where's he happy?
Can I get a high five? Yes!
Float! Again? Shannon!
Go on.
Yes! Mom! You got talking me, Mom. What a mix! What a mix, my dear. See you later.
Yeah. Come on, lad.
Come on!
Say it.
Action!
I got told towards the end of my pregnancy Isaac was going to have Wolf-Hirschhorn syndrome. He's missing 78 genes from chromosome 4. We don't know how his future's going to look. He might not be able to talk, he might not be able to walk. He might be deaf, he might not be able to see. At the hospital every other week, operation after operation. He had open heart surgery, which obviously was absolutely horrendous. Again, after a couple of days, we were playing all the Liverpool songs. He doesn't let any of it get him down. He bounces back.
Liverpool's his life, like. As soon as he knows it's match day, it's dad swing the scarf with me, and I like dad swing the scarf in the room.
We just put a video up when he was younger, and literally overnight, it just completely blew up. I was getting messages from all over the world.
Not just Liverpool fans who love him singing. Chelsea fans, Man United fans love Isaac.
They message me all the time. Didn't ever think I'd say this, but he's my favourite little cop height.
Come on, Dad. Next.
Is that any good?
No.
He struggled going into school. The teacher said, what about if he's got something to bring with him to sort of occupy him coming in? I said, well, what do you want to take to school to help you? And first thing he said was he's got a Mo Salah and Van Dijk teddy, and he was like, can I take me teddies? And it just completely stopped all them meltdowns, didn't it? Never looked back.
Where's Santa going? Santa, I've been looking for you.
Well, have a look at this one.
Yeah, so that was the video of Liverpool for young fan friend Isaac. Very, very heartwarming video. And I'm here, and I felt that I needed to share with you our Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, obviously. And now we're talking about the disparity between the table last season, any table this season, maybe at Chelsea, that how we expected Chelsea, where we expected Chelsea to be. In fact, I went back, and I'm who saying ESPN for journalists, summing up in terms of statistics, where they thought Chelsea would be, where they thought Chelsea would not be, how they expected the league table to be. I mean, generally, it was normal predicted at the end of the season, say the league table, and of course, as it stands now, almost halfway through the season, it looks as if they got it heavily wrong. We'll go through it. There's some things that Enzo Maresca can makes me very worried, especially about Christopher and Kuko. Now, at the beginning of the season, 2024-2025 season, ESPN4 analyst Dan Thomas, not say Arsenal will be first, Steve Nicol, honestly Arsenal will be first, Julian Lawrence, will be Arsenal first, Nedum Onua, honestly say Arsenal, Man City, only Julian Lawrence, then Liverpool to second, and then of course the other ones, the Man City, that third or none of them in the top 6 had Chelsea. It was only just one, and Nedum Onua, and Onunya. Chelsea are in the top 6, and it means exactly what consistent work beating here. And it brings me to my first question, and then how would you rate Enzo Maresca in his first 6 months at Chelsea out of 10? How do you rate Enzo Maresca? Is he a 6? Is he a 7? Is he an 8 for Enzo Maresca on the first few months at Chelsea? How would you rate him? It's very, very important. Over there, CB rating Enzo Maresca. How do you think he has fared in his first 6 months at Chelsea? Do you think he has done good enough? Do you think he has not done enough in terms of what he had to do at Chelsea Football Club? And now then he be real. Now I saw something Enzo Maresca say, in with respect to all of these Pep Guardiola and sense. Maresca said something about Pep Guardiola, and he spoke about him a lot. In terms of Pep Guardiola, what he can do and stuff like that. But Manchester United are in serious trouble. Again, Manchester United issues. Maybe Manchester United if we buy in some where Manchester United grew up and how Manchester United essentially felt that they had hit jackpot to Ruben Amorim. Like I've said several times, it was never going to be a straight shot. It was going to be a little bit difficult. Just easy walk in the park. It was going to take some time. It was going to take some working, getting around to make sure that things will work around consistently for Ruben Amorim. And now, Ruben Amorim said, this may be one of the lowest moments in our club. So we have to face it and be strong in this moment. That's what I want from every player. Talking about Manchester United and fighting. I think that's one of the things. So, Ruben Amorim, see, the tax at United is huge. And the last time, I was saying that now people see Chelsea as a reference point. And even for me, so Osha United team now, they need to pull away a lot of players now out of the team. Most of the players have to go because at Manchester United, players now work on most of them are on high salaries and they lack the zeal to go in and work hard and then get results from the team. And so when Todd Bowley mobile, some of those players they had to let most of them go and then do a recruitment and then reorganize the club. Manchester United need to do stuff like that. Reorganizing the club because some of the players don't even fit the profile of players they fit how Ruben Amorim remember. And I've said several times here, Amorim doesn't hold a crystal ball or a magic wand. Onya 2-1 now, then all of a sudden enough when you're success. No, it's going to take time. It's going to take some hard work. It's going to get some working for him to get success now. And that's why United need to give him time. I've seen United fans they catch him and say, "Wash, can you grandpa Ruben Amorim will make him sacking before the time?" Because a Jumana Manchester United. So look at the two strikers on by Joshua Zirkzee and Rasmus Hojlund. All of them, you can tell Hojlund was the striker of of sporting directors not before, and then Joshua Zexi is that of Eric Ten Hag. They don't fit how he wants to play. Look at Victor Gyökeres. Gyökeres is one striker that can do all the things. I don't even see Rasmus Hojlund run the channels very well. With Gyökeres will run the channel. He will also drop and come and play the ball like a branch friend of Joshua Zexi. So in one striker, they had that quality. I saw say this weekend some outlets were linking United to Victor Osimhen. Yes, Victor is the guy who can change things. I mean, aggressive, solid box occupier, ball retainer or box slim. Obi to watch the game. I mean, half chance Victor Osimhen will manipulate the ball and make things work for you. Unless they work on recruitment and give Ruben Amorim time, they are going to play against the Wolves side. One new manager bounce. Wolves as a manager, new manager, but at the Molyneux, they will be bouncing on Boxing Day. I'm telling you, it's not going to be an easy match for Manchester United. So, like he said, they need to put up a show. For me, I don't see United winning this match. Maybe a double chance to be for Manchester United. But yeah, they're very easy crowd for team friend Manchester United. Maresca yesterday, on the pre-match press conference, said something. Or see, when we say go for Bebreka say Pep Guardiola is finished, but Pep isn't finished. Now it makes him laugh because when Pep didn't come on, and Pep knows exactly what the problem is. No, any OBOA involved in football can see where the injuries are. Maresca see Obia won interest. Maresca interest the Pep the boss no. So he will say nice things about Josep Guardiola. Because to be very honest, this injury conversation last season, 2 seasons ago, Graham Potter, Mauricio Pochettino in their injuries, nobody gave them this story. I understand. Josep is probably the greatest football manager in modern day. In modern day conversation of the game, I don't think anybody comes close to him. But again, whilst we give him the benefit of the doubt, the conversation is not just about the lack of players or the injured players. Manchester City lacks something more than that. The last time there was a conversation around the fact that what's your Manchester City team now? This is a team that has won consistently. Getting a team fresh and then willing to go again and again and again. I mean, even you. It's the reason why we have the Abraham Maslow law of how they say that food. But there's that Abraham Maslow pyramid where there is self attainment. When you get to the certain level of self-acclaimer, nothing really pushes you to go again because when you're home, when you're successful, the zeal, the drive to go again is a little bit low. And that's why Manchester City. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne has been winning back to back. I mean, even Haaland, over team, it's difficult to keep them going. However, from that, the psychological part, there is also the fact that City lacks physicality. You don't get it from Kovacic, especially in a season where teams have decided to bypass the middle and then build up from one area directly. So you have to go into more duels. And Uduo winners are available, John Stones are available, Josco Guardiola are available, Ruben Dias are available there. Then you'll be put to the sword. How Aston Villa ran road in the middle of the park against Manchester City. Because it was just Matthias Nunes and our branch friend Mateo Kovacic. These are not physical specimens. They can't win duels. When Amadou Onana you draw, no aggressive, no combative, no play forward. There is Mateo Kovacic is technical, yeah, excellent player, technicality up there. But dual winning and then the size, any Amadou Onana. So it was always going to be a difficult one for Josep Guardiola. And I don't think what Enzo Maresca kind of is a right conversation about what Niall or of course Sporting CP4 manager friend Joao Pereira. I'm even happy to see Asakino because this guy has made 2 slips and Shishema boys now. Also, he has to be sacked. New manager Reeboks set to be unveiled as head coach in the next few hours. As documented has been said. Pep Guardiola and Nakasa said right now we are at the risk of not qualifying for the Champions League. Of course we are. Definitely we are. We have to get points and win games. Otherwise we will not qualify for the Champions League. And like I know I was telling you about in the Premier League, no team is 7th has finished above 4th in the English Premier League. So there's a chance of qualifying with respect to historical data, but then also very slim. And Pep Guardiola himself, it's not going to be easy for him as a manager. He needs to start with anything that's social paper. The more they lose games, the more frustrated he looks, the more frustrated he gets as a manager. Also, games, or winning games, or close or almost sure. And when Liverpool also has a game against Leicester City, We've all been talking about the job Arne Slot has been doing, and like I said, excellent manager. I mean, when it comes to the most important part of coaching, in game. See, you can prepare the tactical, nominal, formation, co-meaning nonsense, all of those stuff. You're going to prepare. Find the weakness of your opponent and all of those things. You can do that. But as the game goes on, you need to be able to read the game to the T to manage the game whilst the game is going on. And you find the in-game management. And so what Arne Slot, everything Arne does is spectacular in terms of the in-game management. In fact, the last person I saw have this top-notch in-game management was Thomas Tuchel. And me in an interview where I watched Thomas Tuchel, or can say the assistant Zat Lowy, one and only the best. Or see Zat one of not really game now. He's able to see things on Thomas Tuchel. No Masasana. So the in-game management is very important. I don't know if it's from the bench, the backroom staff of Arne Slot, and I say from one Kasemu and Ogusanyo man, but every player he brings on makes an impact, makes a difference with Liverpool team anytime they are playing, and I think that is important. And now Federico Chiesa, and yet he's not feeling well in the last game on board, and Federico Chiesa bought some minutes, but he's not feeling well, weighing injury, so that's good news for our branch friend Federico Chiesa. Liverpool at home against Leicester, it's a Liverpool win, and of course he didn't say they'd be over 1.5 from and now FC Barcelona force Omanya coming very, very close to our branch friend Jonathan Tah as centre back. Somebody asked me, will Chelsea buy Ronald Araujo as a centre back in January? No. Chelsea won't buy a centre back in January. Chelsea won't toss centre back in January. In fact, Chelsea will not buy anybody important in January. On make team to players in January. I say. The thing is that team buying a serious team we are saying. I'll bet on the most important centre back amount in January. Do you remember the story of how Todd Ball in Baghdad at Bali nearly fought with Rui Costa to be able to sign Enzo Fernandez? And the only thing is that at that time, not Chelsea or not Enzo Fernandez will release clause. So Ronald Araujo now contract extension is signing. It will be hard for them to leave FC Barcelona unless you are triggering the release clause to go and get them. Thomas Araujo also release clause with Benfica. Unless Chelsea want to go and trigger the release clause there. But I doubt that Chelsea will buy anybody in January. I think it's going to be in the summer. Then they do a lot of re-evaluation. You have to Rebecca Jackson one. See a catcher must say Omar, the only good. You go for Nembrana, and as you go for John Duran. Who do we bring to the team? So those conversations will be had at the end of the season when those analyses are made. They do a lot of register position of things and then do analysis of things and go on and see how things go on. Expect to bring in players in, but for Barcelona, they are very close to bringing a Brent friend and Jonathan Tah. Something that I also do think will happen in the summer, and this is what they're reading. You know, say the news reads: negotiations between Barca and Jonathan Tah are well advanced. The Catalan club is currently leading the race. Hansi Flick is involved in the operation, hoping for a full agreement to be reached. For Brent friend and Jonathan Tah, so better any team up. Your friend FC Barcelona, obviously, Kylian Mbappe, no one at Real Madrid will ever regret my signing or catch a master. My Mbappe said, I mean, as it stands now, Nearman Shedan Koyi is about buying 14 goals or 12 goals this season for Real Madrid. But also catch anybody at Madrid, we are Madridista, we are Madrid fan, we will be out. So catch yourself. Nobody will regret the signing. Or not only he will put his head down, work hard, and he will get results. Or Real Madrid. He's not going to be that guy that will get bad things or Real Madrid. No, see, I want to win titles in 2025. That's the mission. We want to win titles. We want to win things all 2025. And the year, of course, as the year goes to a close, most of the players will revise their New Year edition. They want to go and win things on my club's team, which is a very, very important thing. Something that all of these clubs will want to do in terms of coming in and getting a job done. And now, Ruben Amorim make us say about Marcus Rashford, or say on what he expects from Rashford. Like any other player, the best that they can be. If you have big talent, big performance, big responsibility, push yourself every day. Some guys have big responsibility here because they have been here for a very long time and they are important. They need to work hard over there. Now, Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez didn't come up, and Enzo Fernandez had this to say about Cole Palmer. So Cole Palmer is very good. I see him in training every day. He's a very, very humble guy who works really hard and has an incredible quality. He and Mo Salah and Haaland are among the best players in the Premier League. Talking about what Cole Palmer and Juma Oya or Enzo Maresca also spoke about Cole Palmer. So I keep saying that we can't rely only on Cole Palmer. He's having to adapt because he's been man-marked most of the times this season. Of course, Enzo Maresca cares about how Cole Palmer is being man-marked and the plan to make sure so bring the best out of the player. I friend Cole Palmer. But you remember now in the analysis in the next few minutes, he didn't come out in the pre-match analysis of Chelsea match and ask yet in your club be a didn't come out of the various clubs. You remember in the analysis of Chelsea and this game against Tima, your friend of Fulham. I've been saying it's a tricky match, very tricky, and like I say, it's a game where Chelsea would have to be careful and it will be hinged on Chelsea wingers now. Now tactically, Wolves Fulham for a ball in a 4-4-2 flat without the ball. So like almost every mid-table team, it is 2 blocks of 4. Some blocking passing lane and then to be aggressive when they have to be aggressive. Now one thing is that because Fulham for a defended very low team, when you give them the ball, they find it difficult to hit teams. Now, especially the game against Liverpool, it was quote unquote crazy because Liverpool were down by a man. But ball they could come Fulham for an instant. They didn't know exactly what to do, even though they had an extra man. And almost every time Liverpool got the ball into their hands, they were able to transit in the channels and hit Fulham for now. Yes, the last goal from Murielo, 2-2, but the Liverpool were playing really well. Now again, one of the things I've realized that Fulham do, and it's against Brentford, Fulham versus Brentford. Brentford conceded 2 goals from crosses in the far post. 2 goals from crosses in the far post. Against Liverpool, the first goal that Liverpool conceded from Fulham was from the far post. And it was both sides because Omen himself against Liverpool, Robertson was going to come higher, run the channel, same for Brentford friend Trent Alexander-Arnold. So they target those areas with crosses. So Alex Iwobi is able to evade on the right hand side. They're not able to cross now to find any other player. And of course, the first one was Pereira and Ushia Napan. They were able to get the first goal. So coming into this one, the most important thing, I know that the back line is going to be same. Tosin Andre Biayo, Abrantia Freno, Levi Cole also in there. I know that Chelsea being Abrantia on the right hand side, there's going to be Malo Gusto, Marco Correa is going to come back. All of them have to defend aggressively when they come back. Because else Wolves will target the far ball, especially for Marco Correa shot, and he will go and invert. Chelsea will have to do a lot of transitional work defending wide areas. Same for even Levi Cole, because Sabon Eba from the right hand side, you expect Malo to go and defend the wide areas aggressively. Seba from the left hand side, you expect Levi Cole to defend aggressively in the wide areas to prevent balls from hitting the far post at Chelsea. Very important. Now again, in the middle of the park, Wolves team up. In the absence of João Paulinho or Koba Mingshi, yes, they've dropped in the level of physicality. But you can't take anything away from Suche Kemo Fiifi-Manfred. Another player from Czech Republic, aggressive, combative Fiifi-Manfred. And Chelsea would demand another proper performance from Moises Caicedo. And you can't say Moises Caicedo there, he has been top in terms of how he plays, where he plays, how much of a top player or yet in terms of how best you can get from a branch friend Moises Caicedo. Like what you can get from him, they're very, very important. Whilst Chelsea gets all of Tani Omanon, they get the best out of him, no dictate the pace of the game. Now come through Gina physically, or you're good, no you're very combative, no we need duels now. It's important to add a certain layer of combative, and that is where the resurgence of Enzo Fernandez has been very, very important for Chelsea. Because now say Romeo Lavia Prasenia, even Enzo Maresca can say he's not going to be fit for full match now. What that means is that Enzo Fernandez will have to play as the roaming +1. Now, I always call it the roaming +1 because in build up for a +1, say Chelsea, everybody in the back 3, Gusto, Tosin, Levi. Then they push Marco Correa more like a diamond because in Wolves one will play very compact. So Chelsea will have to build around them in a diamond. One of the things I think Chelsea didn't really do well against Everton because maybe Enzo Maresca was too careful. Said turnovers now. Moises Caicedo may not cover all of the ground against Abdullah Doucouré and Mangala and Idrissa Gana again. And obviously, that was a midfield 3 of aggressive, combative midfielders. Caicedo alone supposed to win duels without Lavia. That match was calling for Romeo Lavia. Saying Kevin Caicedo from right back. Now inverting about Bashon. Now if you are boy extremely and you're pushing, tossing to go and play at RCB. Now if you are ball by Cola CCB. Now ball on the other side, you know. What I'm saying now you can have Lavia Caicedo being aggressive. to win duels with Fiifi-Manfred, because that 3 was huge. But in this game, I think that Enzo Maresca can take the bait, can take the chance, and then make sure that he plays Moise Caicedo as a single pivot with Fiifi-Manfred. Once he keeps Caicedo as a single pivot, then you can build around as a diamond. On the left hand side, you can have Marco Correa, who inverts into the lateral space. Then Enzo Fernandez on the right hand side, also as a diamond, who inverts into the right half space. Then you have Cole Palmer as a floating 10, extra 10, pops up in various areas and he roams around. Then you keep the weight in Noni and then maybe Jadon Sancho, because I did say all the thing that's going to be very important is that they have 2 fullbacks. Now, one fullback is good with speed, like Robinson. You can't beat him with speed. So you have to be careful, you have to be tricky, you have to be technical to be able to beat him. And you need Jadon Sancho's pulse to start the game. And of course, once up top, you need Nicolas Jackson will help and drop by also as a +1. And I think that has been Chelsea's biggest strength and selling points this season. How now Jackson beat man drop here with Bobby, Kupama beat man drop here with Bobby, Enzo beat man drop here with Bobby. And it's very important, and it's all blocking passing lanes as an opponent against Chelsea. It takes hard work, like what Everton did, to be able to block passing lanes against Chelsea. It's game area, it's there for the taking for Chelsea. They just need to be clinical. Chelsea are clinical, not more than 1 goal at Chelsea, but everything is going to be fine. Enzo Maresca also had a conversation. A lot of you were saying, Argentina na Ombo Abrantia, your friend João Felix, our game scene, especially against Everton. I don't think he just play players for playing sake, honestly. In that game, yes, there are times where Maresca is supposed to pull off Cole Palmer, but that game wasn't a game that really called for Abrantia Felix, João Felix. And Enzo Maresca said one of our solutions could be João Felix and Cole Palmer playing together. The other day at Everton, we continued with Cole because there were some moments he could receive the ball and create something. That's why we continued with him over there. We were waiting to see if we could play in and get him as a player like that. And now Moise Caicedo said the Chelsea idols are not sure I Claude McClellan and N'Golo Conte. Although not on share one time share Claude McClellan live, but I'll share old videos. I'll say my first memory of football was playing the street with my friends. I enjoyed it a lot because the time I played with them, it was something special. We could watch our idols on TV and then go and play football, win duels and stuff like that. It was very important for us. Enzo Maresca on January transfers about Christopher and Kuku. Also, only don't unforesee player be on stage, but player never know can door there. They will talk about it, and I'm sad for Nkuku because once year there's a likelihood we say some clubs will pounce on him. I just hope some Maresca in the club now, although they see this in behind the scenes now, they calm down Abrantia friend of Christopher and Kuku and then make sure that he stays at Chelsea, which is very, very important over there. An important thing over there for Chelsea. We have unhappy players. Obviously, Cole Palmer was going to be the key inside Liverpool game, Fulham game, especially with the wingers now on him. He wants Palmer to do more to evade man markers. He still has to improve things in those moments, especially because if you get frustrated, you lose your focus on the game. For sure, game after game, he is going to understand about when they man mark him man to man. They already protected him in the Conference League, which is why he's not in the squad. That's why he starts in the Premier League every time. So make sure that he can play the games over there. Of course, and then there are going to be a lot of games. So stake the bets down there and then go there and enjoy some football as you watch the analysis. Then we'll see you after the game. Post-match analysis and so yeah, they bro. Until then, take care. Bye-bye and keep going.